Erica Harpold. The highways are packed this weekend as residents start to head home. Temple police spent about an hour and a half searching for two men who they say robbed a clothing store earlier this afternoon. Just one of those planes costs $33 million. Of course, many of you know Chet Edwards endorsed Obama early on. Investigators have yet to find out what caused this fire. That's something they will be looking into once this fire is completely under control. That's true. Well, did you know that for the second year in a row, the Heart of Texas Fair livestock show is actually bigger than the State Fair of Texas? I know you can't hear him very well, but I know what you can see are all these people standing behind me. Two Texas companies are teaming up in a venture to make space flight much more affordable, relatively speaking. Officials in Fort Bend County are looking for a person who tried to kidnap a woman at a gas station this past weekend. Deputies say a man in a black Dodge pickup truck circled a gas station in Katy outside Houston for about an hour before pulling into a pump. An 18-year-old woman was getting gas and says the man was staring at her. The suspect approached her, asked for directions, and then grabbed her arm. She yelled, and the suspect got back into his truck and quickly sped off. Well, as if a plane ticket doesn't cost enough, airlines are charging for extra baggage. We all know this, but it turns out some passengers have probably paid more than they should have. New York City officials inspected 810 baggage scales at JFK International Airport and LaGuardia over the past month to check accuracy. Results released today show 96% of the scales at LaGuardia passed inspection. Only 5 scales failed there, but at JFK, 97 scales failed inspection, and they were given stop use immediately orders. And I flew out of those airports this summer. Right. Yeah, but I didn't get charged for extra baggage. So. LA Chandler's gun range says since Tuesday, sales have gone up 50%. They say those customers are worried Barack Obama will take away their Second Amendment right to bear arms.
Everybody, it's just kind of like a panic right now. Everybody's kind of scared and afraid that in a few months that they won't have the opportunity to buy any type of firearm.
Up 50% gun sales across the country, across the state, and across Central Texas. Fearing stricter gun control laws under Barack Obama, people are flocking to gun stores like Chandler's in BOSQUE County.
Locally, they're probably sold before they even get in the door, so most of the time they don't even get out of the boxes before they're gone.
This gun I just fired is one of the more popular selling models here at Chandler's Gun Range, but not only are sales up, there's a lot more people coming out to practice and learn how to fire them. The AR-15 is included in assault weapons Barack Obama supports banning. It's a weapon capable of holding 100 rounds.
That's really a devastating weapon to have that many rounds in, an individual's hands.
But Waco Police Sergeant Melvin Roseborough says the AR-15 isn't a gun often used by criminals.
Typically on the person-to-person crimes, that's not what we see. Some of the drive-by type crimes, you do see some of those being used, but individual to individual, it's usually a handgun.
Though Obama has said he supports an individual's right to own guns with reasonable restrictions, the National Rifle Association says he would be the most anti-gun president in American history.
That's our Second Amendment right. People have a right to defend themselves, right to bear arms. So
for now, Chandler's gun shop says the extra business is a nice boost while the economy is down the barrel. Chandler's Gun Shop is not the only dealer in the area we spoke with today reporting increased sales. A dealer in Hewitt says their sales are also up significantly, and a dealer in Fort Worth sold more than $100,000 of merchandise the day after the election. And John, they can shelter well over 100. They've already taken in more than 50 dogs, cats, birds, and even some mice. Late tonight, 2 dogs, 2 cats came in. Go ahead and take a look. This is the lobby here at the Waco Humane Society. All these dogs, cats, birds, mice, as I said, they will be able to stay here until Ike has passed. Lopez and her husband arrive in McLennan County from Aransas Pass. They filed off a bus with their 3-year-old dog, Clyde. He, too, would be needing some shelter from the storm.
We love it because our dog is our friend forever. So he's like a little baby for us. Our children are grown up, so we now take care of our pet.
Once registered and photographed with his owners, Clyde will head to the Waco Humane Society, where he'll stay with a number of other four-legged friends from the coast.
We don't want people to have to leave their animals behind to fend for themselves. You know, a lot of people, these are their family members, so we want to give them the same care that we would try to give to anybody else.
The shelter is prepared to take in as many animals necessary to make sure hurricane evacuees have a safe place to keep their pet.
Emotionally, these people are stressed. Their animals are stressed. We can provide that safe haven and a soft place to fall for them and the animals.
Meantime, some area foster families are making room for the guests by temporarily taking in some animals already living there.
Just anything we can do. I mean, there's not a whole lot, but if we can help a little bit, it'll help out.
They're preparing for the worst, setting up makeshift shelters under tents, stocking up on donations and food supplies, all the while hoping for the best. To avoid any confusion, each animal's cage is clearly marked, and they're getting some extra attention while they wait out the storm. Now, workers here at the shelter are doing their best to keep the evacuation animals separate from those who are normally already living here and waiting to be adopted. They do still need volunteers and donations, not so much food donations, rather just supplies to take care of these evacuated animals. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in Colorado and a lot like the perfect holiday season for skiers. A fresh, heavy snowfall fell in the mountains of Colorado today. That meant a lot of fun for vacationers and a day of big profits for the ski lodges. More than a foot of fresh powder has dropped in the last 2 days. 18 trails are now open at the Loveland, Colorado Ski Resort. More, of course, will be opening in the coming days thanks to that storm. I'm ready for the cold.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm a little sad. You said the 90 degrees are gone for
Erin
season,
loves
right?
warm weather, that's for sure.
Sorry, her and I are both pulling for the cooler air.
I know, we want to set the fireplace and have
right,
hot chocolate. Yes, that's what we're ready for.